So it's the eve of the 2024 presidential election. And no matter where you look, especially on YouTube, at least on my feed, all I can see are Trump's going to win. Trump unanimously carries all the swing states. Trump does this. Harris bad, Trump good. Harris bad, Trump good. And a lot of these pollsters and people that are saying that Trump's going to have this massive landslide victory, I'm not 100% sure on. To be 100% honest with you, I think the proof will be bled out tomorrow when America goes to cast its vote. That is, if the American people can trust the process. As I mentioned, I'm throwing my hat into the ring one more time. I'm going to go vote tomorrow, and I've made no secret of who I'm voting for. I hope it's Trump, for a myriad of reasons. But the way he runs a country, I think, is much better than the last 4 years that the country's been run under Biden-Harris. And I think that Harris would be a continuation of the same, if not worse. That being said, the most important thing to me is, where do these candidates stand on UFO, UAP? Now, we all know there's going to be congressional and Senate hearings held, though I don't know a lot of details about these hearings, about the UFO, UAP subject, and I'm looking forward to those. But my curiosity lies more or less in, where do the candidates themselves stand on the UFO, UAP, whatever you want to call it, phenomenon. And I think it was pretty telling when Trump went on Joe Rogan and said that he was going to open it up. And he was also going to open up the JFK assassination files. When asked, I think Rogan pressed him on, why didn't you open it up sooner? He said he was asked not to by people that he trusted, because there were certain people in the government still alive that could be affected by it. That right there is a gleaming omission to me, that the government had a heck of a lot more to do with Kennedy's assassination than people know about, at least officially. The conspiracy's always been there, though, right? But where do they stand on UFO, UAP, and the topic at hand? Or does it even really matter one way or the other? There's been several presidents before that have looked into it. Clinton's looked into it. Ronald Reagan was briefed on it. Barack Obama was briefed on it. So we know that it's a concern within the United States government. I mean, all you got to do is look at Lou Elizondo's book, Imminent, for an inside look at how big of a deal this really is. But I think, honestly, at the end of the day, Vice President Harris is going to kind of toe the line with Biden's track record. And Biden's track record is more along the lines of just kind of keeping it covered up, kind of the status quo. And Trump may be along those lines as well, but I don't think he's as likely to go down that road as Harris would. The reason is because I don't think Trump is really, really afraid of bucking the system per se, unless somebody can give him a really, really good reason as to why. I think he's going to open it up. Now, that prediction being said, I could be 100% wrong. There's been people in the past that have said that if they get into office, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and then they find themselves stymied and stopped right at the door. They can't find out. And we know why, because the apparatus that's in charge of this cover-up of the UFO UAP phenomenon, excuse me, basically look at the presidents as part-time employees or temporary employees. They're not going to be around for more than 4 or 8 years. And in Trump's case, only 4, right? But I think it's important that we have someone that's open to actually disclosing a lot more information, because I think it's going to open the gates wider if the President of the United States comes out with an announcement. I think it's going to wake a lot of people up that are, well, still asleep, could care less about the issue. To be honest with you, short of UFOs appearing over every major city and beaming down aliens, there's a lot of people that aren't going to pay any attention to this at all. And I think it's super important that the more people that pay attention to it, the more into the public eye it comes, the better off we're going to be. It goes back to my thoughts about the more minds that we can get together on this, the more scientific data we can get together on this, the more religious aspects of it, the more minds and thoughts and opinions that we can meld together into this, the better off we're going to be. And I think that we stand a better chance with Donald Trump bucking the system and getting more to the bottom of this than we ever have before. He's not going to reveal national secrets. He's not going to reveal what technologies we have that are detecting these. And to be honest with you, I don't think anybody expects him to. But what I think he can do is see how far down the rabbit hole we can go without revealing national security secrets. And I feel it's important. So guys, what is it? It's 3:57 p.m. Central Standard Time on the 4th of November. And we are really, really close to Election Day. It's all going to be over with, but the shouting and the butthurt soon. I hope and pray it doesn't go down the same path that the election went with between Al Gore and George Bush. I don't want to see 3 weeks of back and forth and recounting of votes and all that. I hope it goes smoothly. But with my faith in the system overall, after the 2020 election being shaken, it all remains to be seen. And there are a ton of really important issues, not just the UFO UAP, but the first in my mind is how far can we get? Will we finally open up? Or will it all just be shut down in the interest of national security again? Leave a comment and let me know. It's just a thought that's on my mind today as we're on the eve of this really historic election. The eyes of the world are watching the United States right now. That's all I got. I'm really interested in your opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think that regardless of whether Trump or Harris, it's still going to go down that same path and things are just going to remain covered up? Or do you feel that something might change? My hope is, in my inkling, my thought process is that something will change. But again, I've been wrong before. Leave a comment and let me know. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any of my content. We've got more live streams coming up. And I'd love to have you guys along for the ride. Thank you for those that have already subscribed to the channel. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned. Because there's a lot more out there, guys. And we're going to find it. Not Timmy 66. Signing out for now.